effective, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Vikings, nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Throwing again, Jordan. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's got some space here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The Vikings are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
First down, here's the run with Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Now he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Jordan. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr. His first touchdown of the new season. The Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to throw, Fields. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sand. And that'll bring up 3rd.
All right, partner. partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Airing one out for Boyd. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it from that throw.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I'd never return punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Pass complete on the out route to Beckham. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Straight ahead, Gibson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. One play action. Fields sliding out of the pocket. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. He was out there waving his arms. When you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tyler Boyd from 10 yards out. And the Bears have taken the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
14, Vikings 7.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Fields. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down. That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Fields. Steps away. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Miller. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7.
Bears 21, Vikings 7.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Left side, Cook. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 more yards there and another first
exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Bears' 7-yard line.
Here's Cook again. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jordan. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown Vikings. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Rosas good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The return is Jones from the end zone. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it. Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Fields. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake in the ball and knock it free.
Rosas' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gold. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it up, and the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jordan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw on 3rd down, Jordan. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is taken at the 18. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bears take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
On 2nd and 10, Fields
eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's a 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll air this one out for Boyd.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The dime looked on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now it's Fields. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
They'll fake the handoff, now Fields.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
And this one is incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Miller. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Throwing on third down, Fields.
And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 18 on the play.
Off play action, Fields.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Extra bulk up front for second and inches. 3 tight.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields.
His third touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Cook up the gut. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
74 yards rushing for Rams. He's carried it 15 times.
They really need to get something going in there. Last 2 possessions, the running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Jordan.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be intercepted.
Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Now Fields.
Rolling to his left.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. Taken in at the 11. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Fields.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Justin Fields.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bears look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
Not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. On second down, Cook. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Third down, Dalvin Cook. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Vikings!
Primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to it and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears.
Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for Chicago, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll have a few extra days here now before they face the Lions next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody with, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr.